above grade level. To be honest, in a system that is always looking for ways to find utility in the professionals here, we run out of time for these people. And I think that when I look back on my own practice, there are so many little fires, so to speak, to put out in the day that a lot of these people that could be doing a little bit more get missed. What I've found works when it works best is to get them to buy into their learning as much as possible and use the creative process in their own minds to sort of have a little bit of say. I have a piece here that I can share if I have permission, and it looks like I do. This was just one assignment I brought up during the pandemic. I like to use it because I'm sorry, I'm not sure if I'm sharing it or not. You know what? I'll share this and then I'll bring it up like this. My apologies. This was a piece I made for somebody during the pandemic at home who felt like during the process of the human body systems exploration, they were just a little bit bored. And one of the things we did when we got to talking about what he was looking for was a way to engage in different ways to talk about what he had learned, not just through a computer. Again, that was all anyone was doing, was sitting in front of a computer for things that no one had a lot of experience with. But we got creative, he and I, and figured out a way that we could actually put together different pieces of expectations for a few people, wrap them around different ways to sort of show our understanding of what we learned with human body systems. And long story short, here you're looking at a multiple intelligence way of sort of approaching different body systems and showing what you've learned about these systems through different kinds of those multiple intelligences. So it wasn't so much that we reinvented anything that was already being done, but that wasn't being done. That we talked about, he and I, ways to take what we were already working on and kind of put it together with a little bit more expectation than, say, the rest of the class, who was happy just to do the basic expectation was accomplishing there. But it didn't take me more than, I don't know, a couple conversations with him of 5 minutes each, and then half an hour to put the whole thing together. It wasn't a huge ask from my end. So I look for those just easy, creative ways to get more buy-in from them. Not an area I have a ton of experience with, but from what I've seen, AI tools can be your friend when you're looking to differentiate. If you've got an assignment or a strategy that you particularly like, but you just need a certain piece of it either brought into focus and made more challenging, or reduced in complexity or duration, there's AI tools that can do that fairly easily now. So I would like to learn more about that, but it's certainly something, as you're all starting your careers, to keep an eye on there. If you have something that you like, but you need it to be more accessible for person A or person B, AI might be your friend in that regard. Second question I'm going to ask myself: what's the strength or weakness area relative to everybody else in the class? So, and we have a learner who is perhaps new to Canada or new to the English language in an English stream classroom, or French and Francophone. They can still access, for example, grade level math, oftentimes relatively well. And not only do you then get that curricular piece checked off, you're also allowing that young person who's likely navigating brand new challenges to feel good about themselves an hour a day. So in that piece, okay, well, I'm teaching the rest of them maybe in a learning classroom setting, and it's high language. Well, I need to, at least for now, provide a pure math strand for this person so they can look at digits on paper and do some math. And they can do that in a lot of cases. So to not try to overthink it too much. How do we get this person success in as many ways as possible? If it is, again, math is another good example. A lot of students struggle with number strands, but are spatially gifted, and you'll know that because they love art, for example, and then you get to the geometry or the plotting of data points. They can do that really well. So to find a way to celebrate that more for them, to find a way to tie more conversations of math into those pieces that they're already strong on, lets them start to think in their head, oh, I'm a math person. I'm good at math. I like math. there's these parts that are maybe a little bit of a challenge for me, but I trust my teacher's going to help me along the way and I'm going to do my best, but I still love math because of all these other pieces there. So just to really try to ask myself which part, it's not that their math needs to be differentiated, it's that a piece of math might need to be differentiated. So those would be the two big questions there I would keep an eye on, is just what are the strengths or weakness areas I'm talking about, and then is it that assessment piece in the first place that actually needs to be adapted?